Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. So we're all set for football now from snowy Pittsburgh, and we are underway from Heinz Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2, Watson. That swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. On first down, it's Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's brought in by Harris. Escapes the defender. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Going with a big fullback, Watt. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On first down, it's Fields. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now it's Fields.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Still going. And he's taken down inside the 30.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Ray McLeod to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That finds Smith-Schuster. Nice grab.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, Watson.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. McLeod now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Pettis now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Flushed out right. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the inning,
there he goes, left side.
Come on, bring it, baby,
bring it. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Now it's Watson, and he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Watson off play action. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Watt. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
McLeod now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To try again after the sack, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Watson.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Watson out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Watson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. McLeod now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kwity Paye, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, Washington with a catch, middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for